First video is going to be Scary Comp V65.
An indoor home security camera captures something pretty creepy on footage. Not much info is given on this video, but it still speaks for itself. A child is walking through a kitchen when suddenly they stop to look at something. What happens next is beyond strange. Take a look.
Bro, what? What? It's doubtful she's like acting like that. That was. Yo, she either has the craziest imagination or, I don't know. That one's kind of wild, actually. How do you fake that? I don't know. Okay, that's a pretty good one. It's weird that he says he doesn't know like much information about the video though. Like why not? She's got to just be playing though. Like that one was so much more playful. Nah, she's just messing around. I don't know. At first I didn't think so, but after that one,
Without warning, stops in their tracks and stares at something as though someone were blocking their path.
well, that's like any kids though. Like they'll see something, think about something. Like that could literally be anything. I feel like that alone is not noteworthy.
They then have a conversation with who or whatever it was that they were seeing. Now, the possibility of this being a child with an overactive imagination isn't ruled out, but the way in which they interact with this supposed imaginary friend is what frightens the mother of this child. Rosie B., the mother in question, thinks that this may have been a ghost or some otherworldly entity that was forcefully trying to take away her daughter's toys.
Nah, the second one I feel like really gave it away that was like she is kind of playing. Like that's what I think at least. I think she's just like, well, like he said, like playing around. Okay, that one's kind of a dud then. It was good in the beginning though. That was real like stumping. You know, that was pretty good.
On May 30th of 2016, a single car accident had occurred on a Brazilian highway known as BR-262. The driver of this vehicle lost control of his wheel, causing him to veer off the road and crash his car. Unfortunately, he did not survive this accident. Upon hearing about this, a TV news crew was sent out to report this incident. They arrived on the scene and began to report, but after filming the incident and showing it to audiences, people noticed that something very strange appeared in the footage. The following is the video that was taken.
Parente das vítimas que seguia em outro veículo viu pelo retrovisor o momento em que a caminhonete capotou. A suspeita é que a motorista tenha tentado desviar de animal que cruzou a pista.
No local onde há muito mato em volta da rodovia.
Okay.
Upon zooming in, a face can be seen inside the car. It appears out of thin air and almost seems to be looking directly at the camera. Viewers believe that this may have been the ghost of the driver of this vehicle, while others think that this may have been something else entirely. But as always,
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what else it would be though, you know? It's always easy to say, oh, that's obviously something else. What else is it though? Like I was thinking originally like a reflection of some sort, but I mean it looks like there's nothing there at all. Like it's just yeah, like what would it be picking unless somebody's actually back there like looking around the crime scene or something like that? Like that's what I would immediately think. Someone's just like working, and then they just didn't show that part or that angle. And then you're obviously like, oh shit, they're filming. Let me back out.
Upon zooming in, a face can be seen inside the car. It appears out of thin air.
I mean, at this point, they would have already gotten the driver out, you know? They're not going to do the whole news presentation while she's sitting in there, like, struggling. Like, this person's right there is in the car right now. Obviously, that's somebody in the car during the broadcast. Like, what? How dumb. That one's really stupid. Okay. Super dead. All right, number 6. The first two, good off the bat, both of them. But then once you kind of think about it for 2 seconds, you know, nah, it's a dud.
As with most videos, this next one has little to no information. But with or without it, the video is still pretty spooky. It's late at night, somewhere in Chile, when a man captures footage of something that occurs right in front of him as he lays in bed. This is his video.
This feels fake already. Oh my god, that's a horrible squeaky door. Holy shit.
Sale conchetumare. Conchetumare.
I mean, you know how some doors though, they just like some of them just kind of don't stay all the way open. Like if you push it all the way open, it'll just come back to a certain point. And then every door is different, like where that point is. And some of them, like yeah, it'll open like that. Like it's even if it's like closed and say the thing like the door frame's like really worn and stuff, and it'll just pop open. Like some doors you just can't keep closed. Like that shit just happens. You know, and this looks like an old beat up building, so it's not all that surprising. What are we doing? It's just his motions also just feel like he's like making a video here. It's not like just a normal thing. Like when he got the iPad out or whatever, I was immediately like, nah, this is fake. Because it just felt like an act. Like him being like, ugh, or whatever. Like he just sighed, like looked at the time and sighed and then, oh, come out, motherfucker. Like that's so stupid, dude. I don't know. This one's dumb. What are we doing? If the door opens and you think it's a ghost, are you gonna go in and start opening all the cabinets, like in the shower? Like what's it? Like the shower, okay, that kind of makes sense. But he took way too fucking long to do it than a normal person who's scared would do. You know? I just don't buy the behavior.
It's 3 in the morning when all this happens.
Oh, okay, yeah, I really don't buy it then. I feel like you probably just set your stupid little clock to that and did it. It's 3:11 p.m. or whatever. Like, ugh, that one's done. I'm done with that.
The following video comes from Simon Newcomb, who states that a friend of his daughter's was walking through a wooded area that is believed to be extremely haunted. Wisman Woods is a forest in England where many people have reported paranormal encounters. From small, shadowy figures that lurk behind trees, to the infamous hellhounds that are said to come out at night, Wisman Woods has been a place of unusual activity. It is also said that pagan rituals have taken place here, some of which have included sacrifices. One evening, as a man and two children explore Wisman Woods, something very unsettling is caught on camera. This is what was captured. Be sure to look closely for this one, as it happens real fast.
So it's going to be really garbage. That's what I just heard.
Been walking for like an hour now. It is pissing it down. These two are doing my head in. It's getting dark. It's really cold. I have no idea where the dog is.
Oh, that was it? Wait, this is lame. Bruh.
Little did he know that a small, shadowy figure was caught in the background. It stands in place for a couple of seconds before ducking down beneath a tree trunk. It recedes away as though it saw the camera.
Nah, I'm sorry. That's the dumbest shit. That might be the dumbest one I've seen in a minute. I wouldn't even, if someone told me about that, like, hey man, look at this footage I have, I'd be like, bro, you're crazy. Like, I don't know. This is not good. This is not like, oh, I got something on camera. No, dude, this doesn't show anything. It's all grainy. And it's like 0.25 seconds. Ugh. Okay, what a dud. Number 4. Wow.
It was during a podcast that one of the hosts had shared some chilling photos that were submitted to him by a viewer. It goes without saying, but what was captured in one of these images has left many viewers disturbed. The person who submitted the photos states that the reason they took them was because they felt like they were being watched.
Ugh.
They were lying in bed when all of a sudden they get the strangest feeling. For some reason, they can't help but feel that someone is outside their room, standing in the doorway and looking at them. No one else was inside the house except them. Feeling very spooked, they slowly take out their phone and begin to take various photos of the passageway outside the room. What they captured has left them shook. These are their photos. In the distance, there appears to be a face peeking at the person inside the room. It wasn't until zooming in on the photo that the person who took it saw the mysterious figure.
Hold on. I'm wondering if that's like just a light or something on the wall that the angle catches now. That's a little bit weird, actually. And there it kind of is again, but not as prominent. You know? So it's got to be something that's already kind of in view, but not really. And then they get it more in view right here. I don't know. I don't really buy that one. Just because it's pictures, I feel like right off bat, I don't buy that.
Although pretty creepy, they're somewhat glad that they caught this, as it reassures them that they're not losing their mind and that there is in fact something very strange going on inside their house. Now it's worth mentioning
It doesn't confirm that you're not losing your mind. I feel like if anything, that confirms that you are, but you don't know that. Like, that's the worst way to confirm something to yourself like that. Like, ugh, that's why I don't like some of these when they like hype them up and gas them up and like, oh yeah, you got a ghost on camera, and it's like, I don't know, like, don't you think we probably would have maybe I don't know. I just feel a little bit weird about that sometimes. And then you're giving people like false hope. It's just like the psychics and stuff that, you know, will tell you things about your family that you want to hear, or like they'll never say anything negative. They'll never say, "Oh, they thought you were a bad kid," or whatever. Like it's always going to be something nice, and they're like usually getting paid for it. It's like a publicity thing. But ugh, I don't know.
Mentioning that the person who submitted these photos states that he played with the Ouija board prior to this incident and believes it's the reason why strange things are happening. But what do you think? Did this person actually capture something paranormal? Or was something else captured?
I do feel like all the rules kind of get thrown out the window if you use something like a Ouija board, or you do like a seance, or you start doing like spells and shit. Like, then I feel like, I don't know, like you're dealing with a whole different thing. There's a lot of people that have shit like this happen that never asked for it, you know? It just happened to them. But I feel like if you were messing with a Ouija board, you're kind of asking for shit like this, like opening doors to different whatevers. Like, I don't know about all that, you know? But a normal person, like if I'm just strolling through a haunted house or something, you know, I don't expect to see anything. Especially because they like charge people to go into them, you know, as a business. So they wouldn't let you do that if it were actually dangerous to any degree. You know what I mean? Other than like heart attacks and stuff. So maybe they got like a waiver. I don't know. I just feel like they monetize it more than it's like an interest of people now. Like, I don't know. It's weird. But I like watching them. Like some of them I genuinely can't explain. So I enjoy watching them.
If you caught something creepy on camera, or if there's any ghost videos you'd like me to check out.
Yeah, like that one's kind of weird, but it feels fake to me. And then you throw in the Ouija board thing, like then it really feels fake to me. I feel like once you feel like inauthenticity or fakeness, you have to like listen to it and go with it, because it'll know even before like your gut does. You know what I mean? Like it's like a first act instinct kind of thing. So listen to yourself when you feel like something's like off or weird or like not true, you know? I feel like you should always lean into that, because later on you're gonna find out that you were right about half the shit anyway. Anyway.
Two friends are goofing off inside a house when they capture something pretty creepy on camera. One of the friends appears to be doing an online challenge, while the other records him doing it. However, what happens moments later...
What, drinking Pepsi from a coffee mug? What stupid ass challenge was that?
...leaves them both terrified. Watch.
Right, do it again, because I'm filming this time. Oh. No, go on. Go on. Right, yeah. How many you got left?
There's only two left, so it's...
Right, well, yeah, just do two then.
Yeah, this is, I'm gonna read some Mentos and then drink, well, it's not Diet Coke, it's Pepsi Max, but there's only two, so...
It's fizzy, it should work.
Oh.
Working?
No.
You should, go on, give it a bit. Give it a bit. What's it?
No. What?
Oh, I hate that shit. I hate when someone hears something and then they're like, what was that? Or like, and then they don't fucking elaborate when you're like, what is it? What's going on? You know? Tell them like, what is it? Like, it makes my brain like so upset. I normally have like a short span for people's response to like, you know, respond quickly. Like I expect people to respond pretty quickly, but I guess that's like way out of like what normal people expect. So I've been told. Anyway, I feel like in those moments, I'm like extra, like it's like when you're driving, like road rage and stuff, like you're extra on edge because you're driving, like you're flying down the road going 70 in like an unsafe situation most of the time. And then, you know, you're kind of more on edge in that moment. So you get mad and then your fuse is shorter. Same thing happens for me in these situations when someone's notified, you know, themselves that there's something going on that everyone, like a gasp or some shit. Like you're like, what's going on? Like I'm going to say what like 40 times in like 12 seconds. Cause don't do that. Don't make a noise or, oh my God. And then don't fucking say what it is. Like, oh my God, that.
up?
Dude.
What?
Dude.
What?
Look.
What?
Look. Look, let me out.
A rattling sound can be heard inside the other room before the door opens and things fall on their own. Not much else is known about the video, so it's hard to be sure if it's
I don't know. This part feels like a setup to me. Like, is this real? Like, I don't think any two real people would ever sit down and record this of any people. Like, honestly, like that's so weird and it doesn't feel natural or normal. So I feel like that part kind of feels like a setup. And then all of a sudden this happens. Otherwise, then it just is like, oh, well, the door like had closed and then that caused this thing to fall. Like, I don't know. It's not that crazier shit has happened, you know? I don't know. That one wasn't great. I feel like the challenge one was really getting me caught up in it. And why don't we... no, I'm not even gonna... Never mind. Number 2.
The following video comes from a man named Jacob who lives in a house that he recently inherited from his grandmother. Jacob isn't too sure if he wants the house, as it's out of shape and requires a lot of fixing. But after the following night...
Oh god, what the fuck is that? Is that a clown? What kind of a decoration? Holy fuck, that's the scariest thing I've ever seen.
Seems that he's made up his mind. It's late at night when Jacob wakes up to
Dude, what? Is that like a statue or a doll or... Dude, that's scary as fuck.
noise inside his bedroom. This is what he caught.
Oh, no.
I just heard knocking from the closet.
Oh my god. I wouldn't know what to do in this situation. This is what I'm talking about. Like, if it's not staged, I wouldn't know what the fuck to do in this situation. I'd be panicking in my brain. I probably wouldn't even want to get up because I wouldn't know what, you know, I can't see anything. Oh, that's the loudest house ever. That thing must be from like 1960. Okay, no, this has got to be staged. There's no way. That is so like horror movie type shit. And I was gonna say the only way you could fake like the banging stuff, like the door and everything the same way, but the banging stuff, have someone else in that room. And then when you go in there, like cut it at some point, you go in there, they're back out there in the main room so they can turn the head of the clown or whatever. Like, that's so fake, dude.
A knocking sound can be heard coming from his closet. However, nothing is inside when he checks. But then moments later after checking, loud banging can be heard from the other side of the room. Clearly, Jake...
Yeah, the friend ran out that way and started banging on the door. Like, first off, who's gonna sleep with this thing sitting right there like a TV? Like, who the fuck would actually do that? Unless it's like an old lady, like it was like 89-year-old Betsy, you know? I'd be like, okay, no, that's Betsy's room. It's fine. But any other person, I'd be like, nah, this is like... That's just, you're a psychopath. Like, nobody would sleep like that. It has to be set up.
Checking, loud banging can be heard from the other side of the room. Clearly, Jacob was spooked out of his mind. Yet, something else happened that Jacob didn't realize until watching this video. At the start of the clip, the clown doll on top of the drawer can be seen staring at the bed. But then later, it is seen staring at the door.
Okay, it wasn't that subtle, bro. Come on. If he didn't notice, then what was the point of that? Like, just the bang?
Since seeing this, Jacob has moved the doll downstairs to the living room. He states that it came alive that night and is glad that he caught evidence of it. Although pretty creepy, this video is still a mystery. But thanks to this incident,
Bro, and who sleeps like that?
although pretty creepy,
Bro, socks on, like, diagonal, not even, like, on a side of the bed. You're just, like, flat, like, come on. I don't know about that part, but socks in the bed with this on, you're sleeping with whatever this stupid cover blanket is. That's not even a real sheet, bro. Like, I'm sorry. Like, the little things matter, but that doesn't seem like you're actually sleeping at all. Like, this whole thing feels like setup.
this video is still a mystery. But thanks to this incident, Jacob has made up his mind on whether or not he should keep the house. All in all, what happened that night has left him beyond terrified.
That was it? Yeah, no, that was lame. All have been lame.
This last video comes from India, and it shows a woman walking late at night. In it, she appears to be scared as she constantly looks over her shoulder. It seems that she might be seeing things, considering that it's dark outside. But then, all of a sudden, something is captured that seems to suggest otherwise. This is what was caught. Initially, the woman looks at
Bro, I did not see a damn thing.
something that doesn't appear to be there. But then, seconds later, the figure of a man appears out of nowhere. It shows up exactly where the woman was initially looking. Viewers believe that a ghost
Oh, wait a minute. That's actually kind of scary. Hold
had been
on.
caught on camera. Yet some believe that this was an actual person who for some reason couldn't be picked up by the camera at
Yeah, he like opposite of vanished. Like he like appeared into frame.
Yet some believe that this was an actual person who for some reason couldn't be picked up by the camera at first.
Yeah, I do think it's like a real person though, and she does have reason to be scared, you know, because this is 2 a.m. Yeah, like what the fuck are you doing, buddy? Like that's some real world scary shit that happens. That's not like ghosts or nothing.
Whether ghost or not, this encounter is pretty terrifying, as who, or whatever this was, just creepily stands there looking at the woman.
Yeah, no, dude, that shit's scary. Like fucking that type of stuff is always like 2 a.m. type shit is always scary. Like I know some people used to do it, like especially when the clown thing happened. I feel like everyone was kind of messing around doing that shit. But if someone's like 2 a.m. is standing outside like this shit, don't talk to them. Don't approach them or think it's gonna be fine. Like run, like she did. Like you should have no reason to be out at 2 a.m. I'm sorry. Like unless you're coming home from like a drinking situation or something, like walking around and staring at people not moving like a horror movie villain, like dude, I don't know, that's some weird shit to me. But that's probably actually real, so that one is scary. I'll give it that. So at least we got one. I'll take that. That's better than a couple. Last few, man, there wasn't one good clip the whole time, and I was pissed. I was pissed. Anyway. Yeah, that's going to be that for that one. And then the next video is going to be another scary comp. So we're going to keep it rolling. Yeah, scary comp V34 Bizarre Bub.